Said hit the floor, so everyone was just like literally laying on top of each other trying to get out of the way, and the shots just kept coming, and so we were going down, and when we got down there was a man that was shot right there. They were trying to take him out. He was all bloody and he was unconscious, and one of my friends was helping him out, and they got him out, and we ran, and everybody's hiding everywhere. I mean, they're hiding under the bleachers and the stanchions and anywhere they could, and everyone's telling us to run as fast as you can. My husband and I ran out toward our car, and there were people hiding underneath my car for cover, and there was a gentleman that was shot, and he said, "Can you help me?" And so I put him in my car, and I had like 6 people in my car, people with out shoes, running just to get away. And
we're vendors with a concert. We have a product booth inside.
Obviously, it was a 3-day festival. It had been going really well. It was at the very end. You were in your booth?
Yeah, Jason Aldean was playing, and we were in our booth, and we thought it was fireworks, and then it just didn't stop. And I'm like, "Debbie, that's not fireworks." And then people started running, and we asked what was going on, and they said it was a shooter, and then we realized it sounded like machine guns. It sounded like more than one machine gun, and it just didn't stop, like 30 minutes.
What'd you guys do?
We were hiding in a beer truck behind our booth and in a Budweiser truck for about 30 minutes. And
did they come and get you, or did you guys just, when it stopped, did you guys get out on your own?
It was mass chaos. You couldn't tell the difference between people that knew what was going on and people that were adding more confusion. So we didn't know what to do. We just stayed there for about half hour.
Did you see anybody injured? Anybody?
Yeah. We saw people getting thrown inside a pickup truck that were hurt, and people that were thrown inside of SUVs that were hurt. But I don't know any more than that. We're actively watching the news ourselves to find out how to leave the area. So.
Well, I can tell you the strip this way is closed. If you can make you're not going to get your car out for a while, so you might want to make. It's not going to happen for a while. If you go over towards Hooters Hotel, that's where they've got it blocked off. On the other side, you could probably get out from over there. I know there's some other cars over that way. So I'm sorry to meet you in these circumstances.
It's like watching a war movie. You feel like you were witnessing something that was fictional, and it didn't really happen, but it did.
Calm down. We're angry, we're grieving, confused, people are hurting.
20,000 people were just down.
People got lost, people got separated. It was crazy.
We just thought we were going to die. I thought the shooting would never end.
really tough day for the entire country, as you know. Good afternoon, I'm Ashley Glass.
I'm Paul LeGrone in for Laura Harris here on the Now Tampa Bay. Our thoughts, of course, with the victims and the survivors in Las Vegas. And about an hour ago, a scene that we have witnessed before in this country in the wake of mass shootings, the president and White House staff holding a moment of silence for the 58 people who were killed and more than 500 injured.
And let's go to the Now's Quish Welsh with more.
Yeah, well, the scene along Las Vegas Boulevard here much quieter right now. Take a look behind us. You can see that the police still have much of the road closed off here. If you look over to the left, that is the entrance, and really you can still see part of the stage of that Route 91 music festival. Then divert your attention to the right. Look across Las Vegas Boulevard and up 32 stories at the Mandalay Bay Hotel. You can still see those two broken out windows where a man perched himself in there, fired indiscriminately into this crowd with an automatic weapon, killing 58 people.
We're angry, we're grieving, we're confused, people are hurting.
It is now the deadliest mass shooting in modern U.S. history. Those who survived are just beginning to come to terms with it today.
I feel very blessed that I was able to get out unscathed. At first I thought it was fireworks because it was just 4 quick pops. That sounded like one of those string things.
A man opened fire from the 32nd floor of the Mandalay Bay Hotel and Casino, taking aim on a crowd of 22,000 people enjoying the final night of an outdoor country music festival across the street.
It's like watching a war movie that you feel like you went through it, that you were witnessing something that was fictional. And it didn't really happen, but it did.
And then a few more shots were heard, and then the rapid fire machine gun, and then just everyone went down.
The gunfire coming in bursts. People were pinned down with nowhere to hide and had to break through barriers to try to get away as the shooting paused.
It just wouldn't end. I think they said the shooting went on for 5 minutes. It felt like it was like 30 minutes. It was nuts.
SWAT officers used explosives and stormed the gunman's hotel room. 64-year-old Stephen Paddock had shot and killed himself. Police found at least 10 rifles in his room. He lived in Mesquite, Nevada, about 80 miles away, and had no criminal history. And while the investigation into what happened is only just beginning, the president says the country will stand united.
Our unity cannot be shattered by evil. Our bonds cannot be broken by violence. And though we feel such great anger at the senseless murder of our fellow citizens, it is our love that defines us today and always will, forever.
And President Trump also said that he plans to visit Las Vegas on Wednesday. As to a motive, police still empty-handed at this point. In fact, they were asked at a press conference earlier today if they had any leads, and they say they, quote, couldn't get into the mind of a psychopath. Reporting live in Las Vegas, I'm Chris Welch.